Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's with great pleasure that I welcome you all to London Excel and the IOSH 2013 Conference and Exhibition. Of course, this event is the culmination of many months of preparation. Indeed, it's one of the privileges of being an IOSH president that you chair the organising committee. Inviting colleagues with a wealth of different experience from varied sectors has without doubt been one of the highlights of organising the content for this conference. So I'd like to thank all of the committee members for their hard work and wisdom in helping to shape what I hope you will agree is a truly inspiring conference agenda over the next 2 days that will suit professionals from all over the world. Thanks must also go to UBM Live, IOSH staff and members, including our friends from the London Metropolitan branch, our sponsors, supporters and exhibitors, and also the team here at Excel for stage setting this flagship event. This year, our conference theme is Fit for the Future. Now, please do not let that scare you. I promise that doesn't mean we're all going for a long run. I know I can hear some of you saying that I may need to. Trust me, the diet starts next week. You may well have asked, does Gerard think we IOSH professionals look a little round at the edges and need to go to the gym? Have we endured the London transport network to be told we should risk assess our calorie intake? Colleagues, take a look around the auditorium this morning. I can safely say, without any hint of irony whatsoever, that you have nothing to worry about. No, Fit for the Future is about how you can stay ahead of the game, how you can develop as a safety and health practitioner and meet head-on the changes of our fast-changing world. But also, it's about placing more emphasis on the health side of health and safety, as this is an area that sometimes all of us neglect. So, we have panel discussions on the challenges on health and safety, occupational health and human resources working together and how this can be improved. There are discussions for the UK delegates in particular on the future of fees for intervention, one of the hot topics in the occupational safety and health of this country. You'll be invited to understand how to increase the health and safety profile within your organisation at all levels. We've got case studies on how leading organisations have managed successfully to make health and safety a main focus for middle and senior management. There's also panel discussions on developments and advances in international road safety. We've also got the ever-popular Core Skills Plus, a programme of 24 workshops focusing on a vast array of crucial topics designed to boost your professional development. And we have an entire track devoted to the practitioner of the future, which will look particularly at new technology, the skills required to embed health and safety training in your organisation, and at how social media is changing the way that industry communicates. On that last topic, does anybody here have a Twitter account? Please raise your hand if you do. Excellent. I now have, believe it or not, 62 followers. I've been promoting this for 2 years at GPH IOSH. Get ready, I will post something, I promise. Yes, I kid you not, there are 62 people out there waiting with bated breath for my next posting. Seriously, social media is just part of a rapidly changing world we practitioners need to keep pace with. Along with the fun stuff, it's now increasingly used to communicate serious messages. So in Track D tomorrow, we'll investigate the current and potential use of social media for a stronger and health and safety strategic framework and how the likes of Twitter and Facebook can spread good news as well as bad. By the way, for those of you that are on Twitter, of which there are a number of you, we have all of the debates from the IOSH conference at hashtag IOSHConf13, IOSHConf13. IOSH's web team will be surveying conference goers throughout the next 2 days to find out how they use the internet and what devices they use. People who take part, I am told, can also win a tablet computer, so it was worth coming just for that. But as developments in our workplaces have demanded fresh solutions, our role as practitioner has changed. In a few decades, our profession has seen profound evolution in the definition of roles, responsibilities, in regulatory requirements, and in links between prevention stakeholders. Once upon a time, we were safety officers. Then we became safety advisors. We then progressed to health and safety advisors. Some of us then moved on to safety managers, then health and safety managers. Then, of course, came health, safety and environment managers. Then for some, we added in quality and maybe also security. Others got the lucky title of facilities manager and some also asset protection. So now what we have is HSEQ, SF, MAP managers. God help you if you cover Europe, Middle East and Africa. Our role is evolving, expectations are changing. We all need to change with it. Our world is progressing at a rapid pace. Technology is advancing. There is a new generation of young people coming through. Snodgrass refers to them as Generation Z, the young people who've been brought up with changing technology. Are we really fit for them? Can we live up to their expectations? Facebook, MSN, Formspring, and of course Twitter. So what does the next decade have in store? Becoming president of IOSH is one of the proudest professional moments of my life. Not bad for a Peter Kay impersonator from Halifax. I'm proud because we have a great institution dedicating to supporting safety and health practitioners, whether they are members or not, and ultimately improve the health and safety of people from all around the world. IOSH is and always has been passionate about helping you to influence work practices and ultimately to cut the number of people killed, injured or made ill during work hours. It's why we launched our 5-year strategy last year, drawn up to help the institution and profession tackle budget cuts, deregulatory agendas, shifts to risk management, new trends in learning and training, growth in emerging communications, technologies, and an increasingly blurred distinction between work and leisure. It's important that IOSH continues to stand up for the profession and to bring to bear your expertise and experience on the decisions made about our health and safety infrastructure. I, for one, I'm looking forward to hear later this morning what Commissioner László Andor has to say about how health and safety at work is developing in the European Union. I'm also looking forward to hearing from the Right Honourable Stephen Timms, Shadow Minister of Employment, who will give us an indication of how health and safety would develop under a Labour government. So, this is what we mean when we talk about fit for the future. It's not about running 6 times around the block before your tea. It's not about standing still as a safety and health practitioner. You have such a vital role to play in our workplaces, and we know the risk of injury or illness there will remain otherwise. Let this conference be a platform for the profession to leap to the next level, where practitioners are heard at boardroom level as a matter of course, where they are the centre of the decision-making process as policies are formed, and where their advice becomes an essential part of business planning and technology changes and budgets tighten. Please do have a fantastic conference. Thank you all for listening.